Mr. Chris, I found that English learners have much anxiety, fear,
Hmm.
and lack of
Hmm.
confidence. Why
Yes.
this happening? I have invented the idea because lack of opportunities. They
Hmm.
don't get opportunity to
Mm.
explore, to express their language.
Yep.
If they go to restaurant, a hospital,
Yes.
school, or
Yep.
any place, if they return to their home, they
Yep.
don't get any opportunity to
Mm.
express in English because people speak their own language, mother
Absolutely.
tongue.
Yes.
If we are a traveler, a
Hmm.
tourist, it'll definitely work. We
Yeah.
can speak this
Mm.
particular language, English.
Yeah.
But staying in our own place, it would
Yes.
be just like a problem for English
Yes.
learners or the real learners. So I found that they have to make use of different platforms
Mm.
just on
Yes.
YouTube
Yes.
or WhatsApp or whatever it is available.
Mm.
There is an application Clubhouse for public
Yeah.
discussion
Yep. I
and
come across.
Telegram. And
Yep.
there is a recording facility on
Mm.
everyone's mobile phone. And we
Mm.
have a powerful camera
Mm.
with video. So we can just
Mm.
take video instead
Yeah.
of just standing
Hmm.
in front of a mirror, just like the
Mm.
shadowing method.
Yeah.
So just to keep the camera before us and
Mm.
shoot a video and
Mm.
talk something to to the screen. We can
Yeah.
see our face and the
Mm.
appearance on the
Yeah.
screen. So it will be just, we have to take it everything as interesting activities.
Mm.
Otherwise,
Mm.
we can't learn anything. So,
That's
in
right.
my opinion, English learners struggle to learn English because of a lack of opportunities. If they get opportunity in their
Mm.
real life, they will
Yeah.
start learning.
Right.
Otherwise, they'll struggle a lot. What do you say about it?
Okay. Considered what you just said, my take on these things, there are the two issues. Okay. One issue, yes, people are struggling to learn English or any language. Usually, is any language. Doesn't have to be about English. But one issue is that people struggle to learn English because the lack of opportunity. Yes, that is true. That's out of your control. You can't make everyone else around you speak English with you. You can't make the television set speak English to you because your local program is in your own language. That's one issue, the lack of opportunity. That's the struggle you have. But the other struggle, which I find easy to fix, but it's also probably 80% of the real struggle, it's mindset and attitude of the learners. And I found this to be a lot more in Asian learners more than say other Western countries. Is a mindset and attitude. People are either too scared because they will make mistakes. Oh, I'm struggling to learn English. I've been learning English for 6 years and I still can't speak because they're too scared to speak. Like I come across a lot of Thai people who said, "I won't speak English until I can speak English." Now think about that logic. And the other one is the attitude. Uh, you know, they're too scared of making mistakes, and they said, if I speak, I will make mistakes, so I won't say anything. And that's I try to help people in that. That's where I come in. My
Yes,
help
all right.
online is to help people get over that because I keep telling people, listen, native English speakers make mistakes all the time. So don't worry about making mistakes because you are probably better at English than you think. The other thing about attitude is that people tend to think, "Oh, I'm not very good at English yet. I'm not very good, so I'm not going to say too much." Most of the time, I tell people this, and for my own observation, when people try to speak English with me, most of the time, people can actually already speak English quite well. But the expectation, oh, I'm not good at English yet because I don't speak with an American accent. I can't speak English well because, I'm still learning. I'm not fluent. Even after I told them, I understood everything, just tell me, your English is quite good. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's not. You are good at English. No, it's not. No, it's not. I still got to learn more. People have this perception that there is this perfect image of an English speaker that they have to attain to, that they have to reach this perfect image. If I can reach this image, I am now a good English speaker. That doesn't exist. People got to realize that there is no perfect image of this English speaker they have to attain to. Some people can speak English very well. They work in a restaurant. They can understand the customer's order. They can get all the money. They can tell the customer the prices. They can recommend what menu, what's in the ingredients and the dishes, and they can converse with the customers. They're now fluent in English. Are they good English like the person who's writing email to a president of a company? No. But that doesn't mean the English is not good. So people's mindset and attitudes got to change about their own ability. You said that you have met me first in that international English school, English group, in speaking group. I found that a lot of people that can speak English quite well. As fluent as me? No. Okay, that's fine. But no one expects everyone to speak fluent as me. I got 50 years experience. But people speak English quite well, and they're still coming to say, oh, I'm not very good at English. I'm still learning, I'm beginning. People got to change their attitude. Stop being, I'm not good at English, or I can't speak English. Stop saying, I'm sorry for my bad grammar. I'm sorry if I make mistakes. People got to stop saying that and say, yes, I can speak English a little bit, even if you don't say that. So
Definitely.
the struggle is mostly attitude and mindset of people. A lot of people speak with a bad accent, but they speak English well. I can understand everything they say. Just because they have a bad accent doesn't mean they're not good at English, but people still believe that they are. And that's the struggle I try to get people off, because that they can change that. The environment, the lack of opportunity to speak English in their own environment is real. Like, you can't change that. So yes, like you say, Rolf, go and join the different group, different chat group and all that to speak, so that you can get to a chance to speak and improve your own speaking ability, but never for a minute saying that you're bad at English. You can get more fluency by speaking and hearing other people say and speak, hearing other people speak and speak back and have a conversation. That's how you get fluency. But people could
Mr.
stop
Chris,
thinking. Yep.
comparing to other languages,
Yes.
English learning could be very easier, because
Very.
most of the English words are using in our daily life instead of the mother tongue. If you
Yes.
are from Thailand or Australia, or Australians speak only English, that I know. But
Yes.
if you're from India,
Yep.
your language will be Hindi, and
Yes.
you will use many words in English, or
Yes.
whatever your country is, you will
Yes.
use many words in English.
Yes.
So it will be very easy to connect into sentences.
Mm.
Sentence
Mm.
structure is very important.
Mm.
So people fail to speak English without block or pause. We
Mm.
have to speak spontaneously. That is the
Yes.
problem that they feel, and
Mm.
sometimes they speak very slow and they don't get
Yes.
a kind of
Yeah.
connection in
Mm.
their speaking. So
Yeah.
we don't have to give more importance for words. Instead, we have to give more importance to the idea or the concept or the
Yes.
sentence.
Yes. Yes. You know, when you hear English speakers, sometimes they don't even use the whole sentence, but they use certain words. And once you hear it, you understand what it means because of the concept, the idea. Like you said, it's the idea. As long as you speak with the correct pronunciation so that you get the right word out. And the person who listens to us hear and understand what we said, that's good enough. That's exactly what you want. You want the person to understand you. Native speakers do that all the time. They don't use the whole sentences, or they don't use grammatically correct sentence. You know, they don't say, would you like a cup of coffee? They don't always say that. They might say, another coffee? And by using another coffee, but the raise of voice at the end, you understand they're asking, would you like another cup of coffee? So, you know, don't worry too much about grammatically correct sentence structure all the time, because those things are for written English. Speaking English, hear and listen to what native speakers say and just copy them. Another coffee? I mean, you don't use that if you're serving a customer, but you know, you're going to talk to your friend. You don't say, would you like another cup of coffee? All you have to say is another coffee. As an example, okay? So yeah, it's a case of just using it and just don't worry too much about the grammar, the correct sentence, the structure and everything. And like most people say, no, who say good morning. When people say that, do they translate in their head? Oh, good morning in Thai is Arun Sawat, and that's what good morning. They don't. They just say good morning because it's already automatic in their head. So they only think in English. And that's how you get better and better by using it so that you don't have to translate.
Simplification. As you know, the more we simplify the language, the better the listener understand, comprehend.
And it's quite
okay. Don't go for complicated phrases or structures. If the listener or the audience is basic level or beginners, just speak in that level. If they are in advanced level, we can just use phrases, different idiomatic expressions, many more.
Yeah, that's fluency. You know, people worry so much about correct grammatical sentence structure, which is good to know. I'm not saying that. I mean, it's good to use good English, but in real life situation, we don't always have to use those things, especially in a casual, informal situation. You know, if I'm sitting with a friend at a restaurant, I'm not going to say, would you like another cup of coffee? I'm going to say, oh, another coffee? That's all I need to say. And that's real life English. Okay. I think the one thing that is important is pronunciation. That's where my method of teaching, I found that pronunciation a lot more important because, and I have done videos on this, and maybe one day I'll share it with you, why pronunciation is very important. Not just for you, not just for the listener to hear and understand you, but you know, if you don't pronounce words correctly, when native speakers speak to you, they may not understand you either. I mean, no, what I meant was, if you don't pronounce certain words correctly, two things can happen. If you don't pronounce word correctly, native English speakers might not understand you. But if you don't pronounce words correctly and learn to pronounce words correctly, sometimes native speaker will speak to you and you won't understand them. There's a reason for that, but that's out of this scope of this conversation, so I won't go into that. But pronunciation is important. That's what I'm saying.
Yes, pronunciation matters, no doubt at all. You know, the word good morning.
Yeah.
Good morning. Instead of good morning, good morning. That is bad pronunciation. Some people often say good morning, R. They just pronounce the letter R. Good morning. That is bad pronunciation. Good morning, good pronunciation. ELITE. Not elite, but most people would just say elite, but it is really elite. And kangaroo, some people say kangaroo, but it is not kangaroo, just kangaroo.
And you know, even native speakers can do that too. So don't stress out about your own mispronunciation. Learn it, yes, learn the correct pronunciation. But remember too that even native English speakers also mispronounce words. So it's normal. So learn it, but don't stress over it and think it's like you're not good at English. Native speakers also mispronounce words a lot. So it happens to everyone. So don't
the word pronunciation itself quite difficult for people who are in a basic level or English learners. They just say pronunciation instead of pronunciation.
I've seen even Thai English teachers do this. Thai English teachers get this wrong too.
So why this is happening? We have to separate the words. We have to list the words commonly mispronouncing words, and it could be really interesting. I think Wednesday, 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 Tuesday. Some people say Tuesday, and there are thousands of words mispronouncing by English learners. So what to do? The idea to listen to listen good English, to follow good English and to repeat, or just to go to YouTube or Google, list common words and just follow, learn.
These days, people today have it a lot better than I did when I was starting to learn English. Everybody today, or almost everybody today, can learn how to pronounce a word, any word, correctly. Go to Google. Now, I prefer Google search rather than Google Translate, although Google Translate is quite good too. You just type in a word and says, like, for instance, the word pronunciation, write it in and says meaning at the end, pronunciation, meaning. Google will give you the definition, and then you just have to click on the icon, the speaker icon. It'll say the word for you. Every word you want to learn, you can hear how it's said, how it's pronounced, and learn from that. I never have that. I have to go and look up a word in a book and ask my teacher or my friend or someone on the street, how do you pronounce this word? And then I hear it. Hopefully they would say it correctly for me too. That's how I learn. Now, almost everyone on this planet can learn how to pronounce a word correctly in the palm of their hand. Just use it. Use it. And if you mispronounce a word once or twice when you're learning, that's normal. So don't stress over it.
What I do for learning pronunciation, or if I have any doubt to pronounce a particular word in British English or American English, I'll just go to a dictionary on Google. Not merely on Google or Google Translation. Sometimes it give us a wrong pronunciation. So I just go to a Cambridge English, that is most trusted English dictionary. So I'll just search the word and click on the UK pronunciation. At the same time, I just look at the phonetic. If we have any problem in listening, sometimes the vocal cord or the tongue or it will be totally different. If we hear a word, sometimes the word's pronunciation will be difficult for us to understand. Some words, not all the words. At that time, I'll just look at the phonetics, the transcription, because I learned the transcription and the phonetics. So it will be very easy to understand. Without phonetic transcription, it will be difficult for learning that particular language, the real pronunciation.
True, that's true. Yeah. See, I never learned it that way. So that I mean, in my dictionary, my book dictionary, have the phonetic pronunciation as well. But I rarely use that because I don't understand it. But yes, that is a tool you can use. So, everybody have all these tools to use. So use them. Don't come to me and say, oh, it is so hard. I don't know how to pronounce this. This word is so hard. Or how do you pronounce this word? Look it up. It's there. If you looked it up and you still don't know, yes, come to me. I sometimes get a bit annoyed when people said, ask me all these questions, which they can find out themselves at their fingertips. They would send me a message and wait for me 6 hours to answer when it could have taken them 3 seconds to look it up. That's why, you can learn all this, but you just have to do it. And people got to understand that you want to be fluent in English, you have to take some time, be patient. You will make mistakes along the way. It will take you at least 3 or 4 years to be actually fluent and know a language well enough. If you surround yourself with English. If you don't, it'll take longer. How long will it take a certain person? I don't know. Different people learn differently. But it doesn't mean that you will be perfect in English. You can say, oh, I got to learn more. I'm not good yet. Another 50 years, I can tell you now, I'm here 50 years and I still don't think I'm perfect in English because there's no such thing. I still make mistakes. I still learn a lot of more new vocabulary. I still learn grammar rules which I never learned before. I learned this because now I have to help other people. Like 5 years ago, I don't even know what a phrasal verb is. So you don't, to be fluent in English, speak, listen and speak, listen and speak.
Common words, there are many common words that must not be mistaken in the case of pronunciation. For example, table, mobile phone, restaurant, hotel, breakfast. So, instead of breakfast, people say, some people would say breakfast. Instead of food, some people tend to say food. Yeah.
Thailand. You want some food? Want some food? You want to eat my food? Yeah. Look, pronunciation, accent doesn't matter.
Another word, vehicle. Some people would say vehicle.
Vehicle, yes.
So,
that's where
can you say some words, these kinds of words, mispronouncing words by English learners?
I heard one the other day by a Thai English teacher. This is an English teacher, mind you. Entrance. What does that say? What do you think I said? Entrance. 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 A Thai English teacher said the entrance.
Yeah. Somebody would say entrance.
Yeah. Entrance.
There
are another word. This another English teacher, by the way, says climbing. You are rock climbing.
Yeah.
Right? These sort of things are basic, which a learner may mispronounce, but an English teacher must never mispronounce this. These are basic things that if you're going to call yourself a teacher, you should know. And that's why I do get a bit annoyed when people call themselves English teachers, especially in Thailand, who can't even pronounce basic words correctly.
That's like
why,
plumber, climb,
yes, plumber.
Often. So these, particular letter or sound could be silent.
That's right.
So people would say plumber instead of plumber.
Yes.
They don't know. When I'm not totally demotivating or teasing them. I'm just telling the reality. This is happening in our society or public. So we have to understand. We have to eliminate these kinds of common mistakes as English instructors. We have to teach them separately. That's why I teach pronunciation separately. I just give them a list of words, maybe 10 words daily, and just tell them to pronounce. After their pronunciation practice, I just give them the real pronunciation as per British English.
Right. Yes, that's great. As I said, I think you and I both agree on that. That look, there's a lot of different struggle, different reason why people can't learn English or speak English well. But one of the most important thing is pronunciation, because if you get the pronunciation right, even if you don't use the correct grammar, people will understand you because they can at least guess the context of what you're saying. If you don't have the right pronunciation, the word you said could mean a totally different thing, and that's important.
You're really correct. So, Mr. Chris, what are the other things to be learned in English as far as an intermediate or advanced English learner is concerned? They always focus on learning something rather
Yes.
than experiencing, rather than getting. So, what are the things to be learned for them?
Okay.
What are the ideas or
Intermediate and advanced. Okay. I would suggest that read more. Once you start to be fluent as far as talking everyday things concerned, you will learn that more by itself. It will start, your learning process will learn by itself because you listen to more English, you are speaking more English, that they will feed on each other. You would learn more words, will learn more how to say things more fluently or correctly in situation. That will come, it will take care of itself. For intermediate and advanced people, once you know the basic grammar and all that, you don't really need to learn more on that, but practice using correct grammar. I would suggest, for me, from me, and other teachers might disagree with me, and that's okay. This is my take on it. Read more. Then you will become better at learning more. You would learn more vocabularies. You know, if you read newspapers, English magazines that of your interest. You know, if you are into cars, read cars magazines. In computers, read computing magazine, hardware, software, whatever. Magazine, any kind of magazines in English. You would learn more vocabulary. You would learn structures of sentence, how to write. Because as you get better, you might get jobs that require you to write good emails, reports to, other companies, report to the government or whatever. Writing skills comes in. Read more, and look up words that you don't understand more, and use English dictionary, like Google. Right? Don't look up Google. One of the things, the first thing I say to my students, anyone who wants to start learning English, change your phone setting to English, because you already know the buttons, what they mean. So now read it in English so that you're now familiar with English. So you see English every day. So that now those words become automatic to you. Surround yourself. That's one way to surround yourself with English. If you use the Googles and all that in English, that is how you learn more words. So you look up one word and it's in English. It gives you definition in English. Then you say, oh, that means this and this. Oh, this is a word I haven't seen before. Oh, let's look that up and see what it means. So you look at another word, and that will give you a definition. Oh, it used this word in it. What does it mean? You look up another word. You end up reading and learning more and more and more words. And that's how I learned my English, because I have to look up everything in English. I have no Thai dictionary. So I learn more words by looking up more words, and be curious. For advanced people, keep being curious. What's that mean? What does that mean? What does that word mean? What does it? Be curious. Don't sit around beating yourself up. I'm not good at English. I'm not good at English. I need to learn more. You are better at English than you think. Even at a beginner's level, you are better at English than you think you are. And be curious.
Right. Yes.
Read more, get more knowledge of vocabularies, and learn to write more.
You have been assisting people around the world for enhancing their English language skills, especially Thai learners. So, what platform do you usually use for teaching them, and how do you teach? In a group, you may create a group, or you may just call them or you may
I
call them on
yeah,
Zoom or Google Meet.
yeah.
So how do you deal with them, and how do you really do this teaching process?
Okay. I don't have a group. I don't have a teaching page. I try not to advertise myself as a teacher because I'm not. I will teach people as they require. If they want to learn, they can ask me questions. I now be a bit more active and start having Zoom meetings, not a regular one. I don't have a session where I teach English. I might, when I have time, I might just say, okay, I'm going to have a Zoom meeting this weekend, and I might talk about this, or open to question and answers, and I answer the question. Sometimes about grammar, but sometimes about a word they might have heard and seen. How do I use this word? What context? Any questions, or ask about how do I learn English? As I already said, I'm not an English teacher. If you're going to ask me to explain grammar rules, I probably can't explain it to you. I know I do learn some because now that I'm helping people, I have learned a bit. But I can help people as far as I've seen the learning process of how people get better at English. Throughout the years, I've seen the different people coming to Australia who cannot learn English. My own experience of how I learned. So I'm here to help people learn how to learn English and help with mindset and attitude. That's what I do. So that's how I teach. I'm more like a coach. I see myself as more like a coach of teaching them how to be good at English. Learning English, anyone can do it anywhere. They are out there, YouTube classes, English teachers, whatever. I have my own Facebook page, but it's my personal page. I don't have a group that teaches English. I just have sometimes Zoom meetings that people can just come and have a chat and talk about question, grammar, how to use this, how to use that, how to combat when people laugh at them. And that's what I do, just more privately. I don't have a group, but I'm there. I'm always there. If I have time, I will always answer people's questions and try to correct people when they use incorrect English. They might post something on their page, and if I think it's important enough, I might say, this is how you write this sentence. And that's what I do. I correct people so that hopefully they would see that sentence I wrote and say, oh, okay, this is how you use it, and use it correctly the next time. So that's how I learn. Look, different methods, different platform I can use. But at the moment, I don't have like a big, I'm not about to become a Facebook sensation and have millions of followers, and I try not to be. So I just do it so privately, casually, informally as I can.
Well, in short, we could say grammar is not necessary to speak or to communicate English language. So, there are many grammatical elements or aspects, just like passive voice, active voice, direct speech, indirect speech, if clause, and many, many more. Even English tenses, there are 12 tenses. So people pretty much focus on this kind of stuffs. That's why they are not able to speak English correctly or precisely.
Well,
I think don't want to follow the grammatical aspects. Just don't want to learn grammar directly, but we can learn grammar indirectly.
Yes. Okay. Look, going to a class and learn grammar, you have to one stage or another. If you're still in school and that's part of your English learning, yes, you learn grammar, and that's good. You might as well learn it because you have no choice. Think back of how you learn your own language. When you were born, did you learn grammar first before you speak? No, you don't. You learn to speak first. It took you 3 or 4 years to be able to speak fluently enough to communicate with your parents, your aunt, your auntie, your neighbors, your brothers and sisters. 3 or 4 years by just listening and just speaking back, making a lot of mistakes on the way. But you learn to speak first. You don't learn grammar until you go to school and start learning how to use correctly in your own language. English is the same. English is another language. Learn to speak, learn to use. Yes, you can learn grammar along the way, But if you want to be fluent in English, to be able to speak English, speak. Listen, speak, and add grammar as you go along. But to be able to speak English, you must speak. Simple as that.
All right. Finally, let me ask you, can you give 5 advice or points to the English learners around the world, those who
Okay.
are watching this
Yeah.
video on
Okay.
YouTube or any
5
other
points.
social media? It could be
Yeah.
really helpful for them.
First thing, be patient. It will take time. Don't expect to be perfectly speak perfect English in 2 months. It won't happen. It took you 6 years to 8 years in your own language. So be patient. And 2, listen and speak. Listen and speak. 3, your mindset and attitude. Mindset and attitude. You are better at English than you think. And don't be scared of making mistakes. And don't apologize. I have too many people say to me, "Oh, hello, Chris, nice to meet you. Sorry for my bad English." Stop saying that. You're not even said anything yet. You already apologize for your English. And sometimes your English is perfect anyway. You haven't made any mistake. You're already apologizing. Stop apologizing. Number three, as much as possible, immerse yourself in English. Have everything around you in English. Change your phone setting in English to English. Change your computer screen, your menu into English. You already know what it is in your own language, so you're familiar with it. Then change it to English. Then you see it all the time, then you know now what it means. Speak English as much as you can in any situation. Read English, read aloud. If you see a sign in your city, a sign in English, and you haven't seen it before, haven't heard the word before, read it and read it aloud. Because reading aloud will get your ear to hear it, how to pronounce it, and you will also remember it better. Is that 5? I don't know. And make English fun. English is another language. It's not a process. It's not this box that you go to learn. Like you go to coffee shop and you buy a coffee and you get this coffee perfectly formed and ready for it. English is not like that. People go to English classes thinking that I go to this English class for 3 months and I come out and have this product that I can now speak English perfectly. Doesn't happen. Be patient, have fun. Don't worry about making mistakes. Surround yourself with English and talk, and just listen and talk and listen and talk. And you
Thank
will
you
get
very much.
fluent. All right.
Thank you very much. Your advice, and it's time to wind up our talk show.
Okay.
Anyway,
Yeah.
I really enjoyed your English speaking and advice and everything. So had a great time with you, and we will meet another time conveniently with
Okay.
another stunning topic. Till then,
Thank you very much.
bye.
Good night. Bye.
All right.